Hello, my name is Adriana Martinez, researcher at UNAM León, and on behalf of my colleagues, Héctor López Santillana and Ernesto Perez, I will present our paper called Challenges for Labor and Digitization in Automotive Companies Located in Guanajuato, Mexico, the impact of the USMCA and the COVID-19. This is the agenda. There are the key issues that we address. Well, nowadays, the automotive industry in Mexico has facing two important challenges. One, the impact of the COVID-19, and two, the implementation of a new trade agreement known as USMCA, United States, Mexico, and Canada agreement. Within the main changes of the USMCA are the new rules of origin that raise the regional value content requirement from 62.5% to 75%, and the new rules and requirements on labor matters and rights. Some effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have been economical, a decrease in production and employment, as well as an impact of on the value chain caused by the semiconductor crisis. And technological, there is the assumption that the COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated digitization. Given this, the purpose of this proposal is to know the perception of the automotive companies located in Guanajuato Puerto Interior, GPI, regarding the main changes of the USMCA, as well as their position to face digitization. Talking about the methodological aspects, a quantitative and qualitative research was carried out. The survey called Employment, Production and Digitization in the Manufacturing Industry 2022 was designed. This survey comprised 4 sections: company overview, perception of the impact of the USMCA, employment award organization, and digitization. And in-depth interviews with key informants to complement the obtained information through the survey. The survey was sent by email to the 49 of the 63 automotive companies located in GPI. Unfortunately, only 5 firms that represent 7.94% of the total answered the survey. The application period was May 2022. The job position of the respondents were industrial director, human resources supervisor, human resources manager, plant manager, and operation director. In this slide, we can see the automotive production in 2021. 9 countries produce 77% of units produced worldwide. Mexico ranked 7th with a share of 3.92%. In this map, we can see the growth of the automotive industry in Guanajuato. we can see the conformation of automotive cluster in the state. It began with the arrival of General Motors in 1994 and is a startup in 1995, which attracted suppliers, especially Tier 1 or Tier 2 to the state, such as American Axle, Hirotech, Continental TVS, Kasai, Seglo, Arila, Lear, Aventet, Flex and Gate, among others. However, the boom in this sector began in 2006 with the investment attraction policy that is reflected with the arrival of 4 assembled companies, Hino, Honda, Mazda, and Toyota. Currently, there are 11 assembled plants in Guanajuato. We can see this information in this table for assembled vehicles, 4 engines and 3 transmissions. The companies are Volkswagen, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Mazda, and General Motors. In total, they generate 21,688 jobs. Now we are talking about Guanajuato Puerto Interior, GPI. And GPI is legally constituted on March 28, 2006. It is a dry industrial and logistics port located in the municipality of Silao, Guanajuato, Mexico. It was conceived to promote an innovation ecosystem in the region. It comprises multinational firms, especially from the automotive industry, education and research institutes, specialized governmental agencies, among others. It has 1,277 hectares. It's divided into 5 industrial parks, Santa Fe 1, Santa Fe 2, Santa Fe 3, Santa Fe 4, and Sky Plus. 124 installed companies, 63 of them from the automotive sector. The first company to settle were Faurecia, Walla Dispensing, Volkswagen, and Pirelli. Pirelli, Nivea, and KW have established research and development centers. Here we can see some picture of GPA. There are 63 companies in the automotive sector from 12 countries. The 3 countries with the greatest presence are Japan with 37 companies and the United States and Germany with 7 each. This table shows the 5 companies that answered the survey. They come from 4 countries, Italy, USA, Japan, and Canada. For the number of employees, 4 are considered large and 1 small. And I mentioned it represents 7.94% of the total automotive companies established in GPA. The production process of one of the companies is labor intensive, and in the remaining 4, it is semi-automated. The main reason they mentioned they considered to establish in GPI were, as a number 1, proximity to the market. 80% answered that. The second reason was availability of infrastructure, energy, communication, and transport. The number 3, good labor relation. and for government support on land, tax exemption, etc. One of the purposes of the survey was to know the perception of the companies regarding the changes incorporated in the USMCA. Below, we will show this for each of the 10 phrases that we presented to them and the evaluation they made. We used a Likert scale from strongly agree, agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, and strongly disagree. For the phrase, the company is in a position to adapt to the labor requirements established in the USMCA. 60% of the companies answer strongly agree, 40% agree. Our middle managers and managers motivate employees to use the information sources available in our industry. 40% of the companies answer strongly agree and 60% agree. The company works for the elimination of discrimination in employment and occupation. The 100% of the company answer strongly agree. The company promotes equality for women by providing opportunities to achieve it. 80% of the company answer strongly agree and 20% agree. The company seeks that the working conditions regarding minimum wages, working hour, and safety and health at work are optimal. 100% of the company answer strongly agree. The company promotes freedom of association and the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. 60% answer strongly agree, 20% agree, and 20% disagree. The new right to union vote and free association will affect the way workers are hired in the company. 20% answer agree, 20% agree, 40% neutral, and 20% disagree. The new labor laws will affect the union structure with the company. 40% answer agree and 60% disagree. The salary increase of the workers will affect the competitiveness of the company. 40% answer strongly agree, 40% agree, and 20% neutral. The new rules of origin will decrease the competitiveness of the company. 20% strongly agree, 40% neutral, and 40% disagree. Regarding digitization, we asked them if they had hired people to fill positions related to Industry 4.0, such as analysts and data scientists, specialists in artificial intelligence and machine learning, software and application developers and analysts, cybersecurity specialists. As we can see in this table, recruitment for this type of position is low, and only 2 of the 5 companies have a digitization plan. We can see the answer in the last in this column. Companies have implemented the following technologies associated with the Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, big data and analytics, virtual simulation. Cybersecurity, iClouding, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, iClouding, and additive manufacturing. And the areas where the companies implemented this technology are, in two cases, production, in other case, information technologies, and one of the firms have implemented these technologies in all the company. Our conclusions. The perception of companies is mostly positive regarding the changes of the USMCA. In questions such as the elimination of discrimination, 100% consider that their company works to achieve this elimination. The same percentage indicates that working conditions, our work and health and safety conditions are optimal. 80% strongly agree that their companies promote equality for women and provide them with opportunities to achieve that equality. 60% disagree that the new labor rules affect the union structure within the company. The concern about the impact of the increase in the salary raise is reflected, since 40% agree and 40% totally agree that it will be so. 20% is neutral. Regarding digitization, only 2 of the 5 companies have a plan for it, and only one mentioned that these plans includes a long-term horizon. 4 of the 5 companies state that they had used Industry 4.0 technologies, such as the Internet of Things, big data and analytics, cybersecurity, additive manufacturing, cobots, and the iClouding. One of the companies do not have any plan, nor have they implemented this type of technologies. The limits of their research were the number of companies that respond to the survey was low. Some mentioned that since some questions were about the USMCA, they had to ask their corporation for permission. It is important to carry out in-depth interviews to achieve a better understanding of the impact of the USMCA on the operations of the companies, the strategies they are designing, as well as to have a better understanding of the company's conception of digitization and the strategies that they have established. We have to acknowledgement to the GAPA UNAM project PAPIP, called Methodological Proposal to Measure Innovation at Absorptive Capability 4.0. And thank you for your attention.